Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about our first data type in Python, which is numeric data type. Now, what is numeric data type? So in numeric data type, we store numbers so that we can apply some mathematical operations and calculations on these numbers. Now, there are three types of numeric data type. The first is integer. Integer, as the name itself implies, is something which is whole number. It shouldn't have a decimal. It could be a negative or a positive number. So let's create a variable A and assign it integer value 90. Let's create another variable B and assign it a negative value -100. If we check the type of this variable A, we can see it is a integer data type. If we check the type of variable B, which holds a negative integer value, it is again integer. The second data type that we have under numeric is float. So float is a number with a decimal in it. So if I have a number, let's say type 99.9, it is a float data type. What if I have 10.0? Now, it might look like an integer to you, but because it has a decimal in it, it is again a float data type. And the third data type that we have is complex number. So complex number, as you all know, has a real part and an imaginary part. The imaginary part is denoted by the alphabet J. So let me show you how that is done. So if I have to define a complex number, let's say 4 plus 6J, this is how I'll write it. And we can assign it to a variable. And if we go ahead and check the type of this variable complex, you can see that it is a complex data type. We can also use capital J here. It also works, but what about some other character like I or something else? No, that will not work. So it is either J, small j, or capital J if you want to define a complex number. That's how the syntax goes. Now you can do various thematic operations on your numeric data. So if you have to sum two numbers, we use the plus operator. So 10 is an integer, 30 is an integer. If we sum it and let's say the output in some variable s, let's go ahead and print s. You can see it is returning 40 in the output, which is again an integer. What if I make this 30.0? Then it returns a float value in the output. Similarly, if we want to calculate the difference, let's say I have, okay, let's do this way. Maybe I can create two variables. A, I can assign the value 100, B, 80. And now I can calculate the difference between A and B. And let's go ahead and print diff. And you can see this is how you would calculate the difference. So the minus sign we use in normal English as well. So the same thing we have to do here as well. Now division. For division, we can use this backslash. And if we go and print div, this is what it is returning. If you want to check the type of this value, you can see it is a float data type. Now, if you want to get the quotient, how do we do it? Double backslash. And it will give you the quotient. Let's print it. So this will return the quotient here, which is 17. So 1042 divided by 60 would give you the quotient 17. And what about the remainder? So if you want to check the remainder, same, let's take the same numbers. You use the modulus operator, this percentage sign. And let's go ahead and print rem. and 22 is the remainder. Okay, so this is the remainder when you divide 1042 by 60. Now, Python follows the BODMAS rule. The order in which the different operations are done in maths, the same Python also honors or uses. So first is parenthesis, then it does exponent, calculates the exponent part, then the multiplication, division, and then the addition and subtraction. So let's quickly try that out as well. So if I have something like this, now whether it will add these two first or will it multiply these two first, right? Because that would make the output differ. So which operation do you do first? Based on that, your output will vary. So now, if we check what it is giving us, let's just print it directly without assigning. This is what it is giving us. So that means this operation is done first. So it calculates 52 and then 52 gets added to 1032. So it follows the BODMAS or the BODMAS rule where the first parentheses are calculated, then the exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, just like in our arithmetics. Now, there are other functions also for numbers data type. Let's discuss few more. So power, if let's say you want to do 2 raised to the power 4 or 3 raised to the power 4, for that you have double asterisk, something that you need to remember. Then there are certain functions also available to work with these numbers in Python. These are called inbuilt functions. Somebody has already written the functionality so that you don't have to write everything from scratch. Like one is power. So either you can use this operator, double asterisk, or you can use the power function. And it basically takes, let's say, 2 comma 4. So 2 raised to the 2 raised to the power of 4 is 16. Another one that we have is 1.3. Let's say round 1.3. So it's rounding it to the lower value here. But if you say 1.8, so the closer whole number it is going to round it to. It's 1.8, 2 is closer. It's 1.3, 1 is closer. And there are many other such functions which are already written and you can for the numeric data type. So that was a quick introduction to the numeric data type. In the next video, we are going to look at string data type. So I'll hope to see you all there. Thank you for watching.